have an MOT test coming up, and I was going to replace this bush here and this bush, the rubber bush in here. I'm going to try and slacken off this nut here. That's come off quite easy. So as luck would have it, it's spinning on the other side, which is pretty good. That means it's loose. Got my breaker bar on the other side. That's 16. This is just a locator screw, so it shouldn't be too bad. Famous last words. Yeah, that's it. It's just come off like that. That comes up. Just turn that steering a little bit more. So that was it. You've got to push the gaiter the whole way back, and that frees up this little piece of rubber is free then a split. So I've just got to loosen up the bottom of this pin out. Get this pin out down here. Before I do that, I'm going to support the hub. So I've got the jack in there to hold this tight. You can just see it coming in right under the bottom. I'm going to get this pin out. This one over here. The bottom of the hub doesn't just fall to the ground. So I'm just tapping through with the hammer and the drift. That's it. There we are. That's it. There's my pin. This linkage is quite loose, so I guess I'm glad I'm doing it. Now how to get it off is another thing, because it won't just slide off the end. Don't know why. so maybe I can get a bit of silicone or something on it and try and spin it off. So the new one looks a bit something like this. It's got this ridge in here. I'm not entirely sure how I get that off or how I get it back on. It's gotta go though. It's gotta go somehow. Got pullers on there, that might do it. This is an interesting way of doing business. Pullers on rubber. Normally what happens is you build up a load of pressure, although it might just slide off once you've done that. Right, it's just gone straight back in. So it looks like we were almost there. That's it. So you can see the bar there has that big groove on it. It's quite a big one, you know. It's quite a big one. Silicone definitely helped, but you've got to get it over the bar somehow. So can you see that there? It's quite a big groove in the end of that bar, so there you go. Now the next bit to look at is, let's get this steering back in. Out of the way. Steering's back in. Next bit to look at is this rubber here. So just lift that up and turn it out like that. And yeah, that's pretty cracked up and worn out, so that's okay. We can get a new bit in there. That's going to be easy enough to get in. So this is the new one of these. Let's get a scissors. And it looks the same, but the hole in the center is a bit smaller, so let's just get a calipers on there and see what the difference is. The new one, without messing around too much, is 23-ish. The old one is about 25, so there's a bit of wear on that. It's not all straight. There's a bit more wear on this side than the other. Now this bush here at the bottom feels quite good, but this one here, when it was in the van, felt like quite loose. So there's the new one, there's the old one. I'm gonna try and get this out somehow, and I have a feeling it might just be a mini screwdriver's job, and then force it back over the edge with a bit more juice, the same way as we took it off. So it's in the vise. A couple of screwdrivers maybe. I can see when I've started screwdrivering it that the rubber is quite perished and just cracks up, so that aligns with replacing it. So there's the screwdriver. One screwdriver, two screwdrivers. Almost. That's it. Just force it out. So we'll give that a clean up. These are very low-tech little blink arms. They're just two rings. This seems to not have an inside or an outside. This seems just to be the same both ways. So I have to get it in there somehow by a bit of squeezy. So let's get a bit of this. This is the silicone that they use, that I use for fitting sewer pipes. It normally eases stuff in with great ease. Makes it extra slippy. So I'm just trying to work it around like getting a bicycle tire on. don't really want to force it with anything that's going to bludgeon it. So a bit of timber. Gets it in. Gets it in. Wow, that was really easy. Okay. It won't be as easy to get it onto the van, but let's put a drop of silicone in there now while it's on the bench. And the silicone shouldn't affect the rubber. So I've got to fit this thing in here, get a little bit of silicone onto it. There's no easy way in front of the camera. A bit much. Just give it a rub all around. Get the sway bar. This is far tighter than the one that came off. Just lumps on there, pushes in. The next job is to get the link back on top of that, the bracket, and the screw, and that's that side done. Perhaps before I tighten that up, so there's the bracket that goes in there. The bracket in like that. Get it past that gaiter. And it's far tighter, that's way tighter now. You can see that it's sitting up, if you can. The light's not great. You can see how it sits up there about 5 or 8 mil. So I'll tighten that down. So we're right in there, and it should just be a matter, hopefully, of getting this in finger tight and then just cranking it up with the socket. So that's it, not too tight. That's what it looks like, not very interesting. Feels the same on both sides if I reach my hand around it. This thing here, how do I get this back on? I think it's a block of timber effort and a load of soup. So let's put some of this juice on here. Give it a rub in. Slide over the edge. So I've got a 3x2 with a beveled edge. Should meet up nice and straight. Just pushing doesn't do it, so that's it. Seems to be going in. So the usual persuasion. That's it. It is just as simple as that, just whop it on. Right, so I gotta get a bolt in underneath, same bolt that came out, line it up. So got this nut tightened up again, put this back on. A little wipe of the rag. It's pretty gicky, silicone-y, drippy, and we've got that done.